Shalom, everybody. It is so great to see you. Shalom, I see Lavender, I see Aya, I see Matilda, and I see Peppa and Diego. I see Esther and Wyatt and Joel, and I see who is in Jennifer's. Shalom, and I see Brett. Oh, it is so wonderful to see everybody. Joel, do you think it would be okay if I begin with a nigun and the lechaim?
Your Majesty, we're your subjects. So we'll do whatever you tell us to do.
Kind. Well, I'm so happy to see everyone. So I want to start with a nigun. So I'll sing to you a little nigun and then we start. Ay 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 yamba yamba ay yamba ay 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 yamba ay la yamba mamba ay la yamba rampai ay la yamba mamba ay la mamba Yarambaraya, yumbambarumba, ay 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 yambambo. So I don't know about you, but this has been a very strange week. So first of all, I want to say to everybody, Chodesh Tov. Can you say that after me? Chodesh Tov.
Chodesh Tov.
That sounds great, and thank you. You know, we are saying a happy new month. It's a new month. It's the new month of Nisan. Can you say Nisan? Nisan, beautiful. So it's the month of Nisan, which is the month of springtime, the month of the Song of Songs, the month of everything is green. But here we are, and many of us are sitting in our homes. And I don't know about you, but I get a little bit goofy. Is that how you say it in English? Like cookie? How do you say it? Can someone say goofy? A bit silly. Yes. So I start doing, but I'm getting very creative. I see somebody has a hand up. Yes, Joel. Hi,
yes,
Joel.
Your Majesty, I don't mean to insult you at all,
I'm
but
not insulted. What?
Are you feeling? If you're feeling kooky, is that because you're wearing pajamas?
What do you mean I'm wearing? I'm not wearing pajama.
It looks like you have pajamas on. Are you just not getting dressed all day? Sorry, Your Majesty, I don't mean to insult.
I'm a little embarrassed that you bring it up, but that's okay. What is that people are, working from home. Maybe some people don't wear their pants. Maybe some people are, just a little more relaxed. I'm still wearing my crown and all of my jewels, but I was a little tired, so I stayed in my pajama. I hope that is okay with everybody. But thank you for asking. The other thing is all week I'm starting to cook new things. Not just that I'm feeling cookie, but I'm cooking all sorts of dishes, which is strange because I am a queen. And as a queen, usually there's lots of other people who are cooking things for me. But right now I am cooking things. So in honor of the new month of Nisan, and also it was King Ahasuerus's birthday, so I made him a special meal. Tell me what you think of this. I made an anchovy stew because King Ahasuerus loved anchovy. But my favorite spice is cinnamon. How you say it? Cinnamon. So I put a lot of cinnamon in my anchovy stew. Does that sound good to you? Yes, thank you. I thought it was very good. Then I made something else. I made him a cake. Who here likes cake? Raise your hand if you like cake. I have some cake likers here. Yes, I love it too. And I made this cake. It was a chocolate fudge cake. And I made it. I hear it's really nice to get Middle Eastern, and I'm Middle Eastern. So I think I make my cake Middle Eastern. So I put some tahina in my cake, like tahina in my cake. And it was okay. But then what goes really well with tahina? Falafel. So I put falafel on top of the tahina icing on top of my cake. It wasn't very good, if I'm honest. But the king liked it, so that made me happy. All right, now that we've talked about all of my cooking, I hope all of you are also doing lots of cooking. I hope that you are having fun with your families, that you are talking to friends and grandparents on the phone and on the Zooms. But right now, I came here not just to talk about anything. I came here for something very special. As I said last week, my grandmother told me stories when I was little. She told me the best stories. So what I want to do is tell all of you stories. That's right. I tell you the stories from my mouth. And I see somebody's mouth is on the screen. So I'm going to tell you a very great story. But first, you have to breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Are you ready for the story? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Great. Once there were 3 sisters, and these 3 sisters were very adventurous. They decided one day that each of them was going to travel to a faraway country, and they would go in search of an unusual gift. They would go to a faraway country by themselves, and they'd bring back an unusual gift. And in 10 months, the 3 sisters would meet up again, and they would bring their gift to share with each other. So the oldest sister, where did she go? She went to the west. She went to the west, and she ended up in a circus. How do you say circus? A circus. She went to a circus, and she saw clowns. She saw people juggling fire. What else do you see at a circus? Somebody can tell me. Yes, and
I see acrobats.
And acrobats, exactly. Acrobats, they're flipping upside down. So many acrobats. Yes. And they also saw, and now again, so the sister sees all the acrobats and the jugglers, and there were dancers, and I muted? No. Okay, and the dancers and everybody. And then she see a magician. And this magician, hi Noah, this magician had a magic glass. And if you look through this magic glass, you could see in a far off country, somebody's life in a far off world. If you just look through this glass. So the sister looked through, and she saw somebody far, far away in the other side of the world. And she said, now this is an unusual gift. And she turned to the magician, and she said, can I buy this from you? And he said, well, it is worth a lot of money, but maybe we can negotiate. So the sister negotiated, they haggle until finally she buys this magical glass. And she says, this is really an unusual gift, and my sisters will love it. And off she went, returning towards her home. The middle sister, where did she go? She went all the way to the east. And as she was walking in the east, she arrived at a marketplace. There were people selling everything. There were tapestries and colors, as many colors as you can imagine. There were ceramic pots. There was food. There were all kinds of fruit that you've never seen. And then she heard somebody calling from far away. Carpets, carpets for sale, carpets. So she went and she followed the voice all the way through this big pile of carpets. And indeed, they were beautiful carpets of all different purples, reds, browns, blues. But her eye was drawn to something different. At the very bottom of the pile of carpets, she noticed the bottom carpet was moving. It was starting to move back and forth. She turned to the saleswoman and she said, "Excuse me, that carpet at the bottom, is that moving?" And the saleswoman said, "Shh, come here." So the sister moved in close and the saleswoman said, "This is a marvad ksamim, a magic carpet. And if you sit on this carpet, you can fly to anywhere you want in the whole world." Wow, wow, said the middle sister. This is an unusual gift. My sisters will love it. I will bring it back. But the saleswoman said, "It is very expensive, for it is a very precious gift." So she haggled and she negotiated. I mean, in the East, you have to be very, very expert at negotiating if you go to a marketplace. So they're negotiating and finally they get a good price and she buys the magic carpet, the marvad ksamim. And she says, "Wow, my sisters will be so excited. This is an unusual gift." She turned around back to the West on her way back home. Now, don't forget about the youngest sister. Where did she go? She traveled all the way to the south. And as she was walking, she ended up in a forest. It was a big forest. It smelled so fresh and clean, like after a rainfall. And as far as the eye could see, it was green, trees and more trees. But her eye was caught by one tree in particular. It was Etz Harimon. It was the pomegranate tree. But this was no ordinary pomegranate tree. This tree was full of pomegranate blossoms, beautiful, colorful blossoms. But there was only one pomegranate. That's strange. I don't know about you, but if you've ever seen a pomegranate tree, usually all the pomegranates come into blossom at the same time. But this one only had one pomegranate, one rimon. She walked towards the tree and she reached out her hand, but even before she plucked it, boom, the pomegranate fell into her hand. The pomegranate was beautiful. And as soon as it fell into her hand, poop, another pomegranate grew in the exact same place on the tree as where her pomegranate had been. She looked at the tree and she said, "This is a magical tree." And she looked at the pomegranate and she said, "This is a magical pomegranate. What the magic is, I don't know yet, but it is very special." She walked away, but she looked over her shoulder and she saw that the tree was gone. It had disappeared. She said, "Wow, this is really an unusual gift." So the youngest sister took her pomegranate, put it in her pocket, and started her journey home to meet her sisters.